All right, another Odyssey I'm working on here. This is a Sunseeker TAD SX and 20-inch wheels. They have aftermarket 2-inch tires on there, which is nice. Picked this up just this morning. Sight unseen, which is the way I buy all these things. This one is indirect steer. So I don't know, I might modify it so I can get a little bit better turning radius. Derailleur, everything else seems pretty good. The back tire's good. This wheel, I'm working on it. It's got some wiggles in it. It was really bad. I got most of the wiggle out. And I took off cup holders. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here cup holders and cushions and all kinds of nonsense. The seat cover's dirty. I've got a new seat I might throw on here. The frame needs touching up. There's some rust spots and the grips are awful. And I imagine this wheel back here is going to need, it's going to need oil. So I'm going to have to go through the whole thing and make sure it's okay. I don't know what's going on with this rack. It's mounted vertically. So that's going to have to be fixed. I have no idea what's going on there. Anyway, other than that, I mean, it's okay. Like all things, it might need some work. And I'm not too sure if I'm going to go with a hub drive. I was going to go with a mid drive, but now I'm looking at this sprocket up front, and I think that's a 52. I think I'm going to throw my standard 250 watt hub drive on this one. That seems to work really good on these small trikes. Other than that, it's got 2 cup holders back here. I don't know why he had a third one. So I'm going to clean her up. It does have a mirror, which is nice. Yeah, I'll clean it up, order parts, and we're going to get this guy electrified and on the for sale block. Well, another problem, the seat is garbage. It had a dirty cover on it, and you see it's just bare foam. Luckily, I had purchased one of these a while back. A nice brand new one. And the back cover is good. So it's got a brand new seat. And this is not dirty here, it's just the way it reflects light. But this is brand new, so that should be nice. And makes it a lot easier to work on the thing when the seat is off. I don't know what's going on with this carrier. That has to be completely rebuilt because it's not good. But yeah, a little bit of paint and I think we'll get this guy squared away. I gotta figure out, I'm gonna try to get this to steer a little bit quicker. You don't have much of it. I don't like the indirect steering for that particular reason because it really limits your turning radius. It takes about 24 feet to make a complete turn, where with a direct steer you can make a complete turn in about 10 feet. So I'm going to look at changing the mounting system there just a little bit. But now it's order parts. That's what I got to do now. Okay, I just finished this guy. It only took a day to do the conversion, so they go pretty quick. Brand new back wheel, 250 watt hub motor, and the electronics are all inside the bag right there, tucked away real nice and neat. I had to do a lot of fiddling on the handlebars to get them at the right angle, and I maximize the turn. One way you do that is you rotate this bar right here back as far as you can, which increases the distance from the eyelet here to the center point of the column, which gives you a little more turning radius. And then I had to make sure that I could get maximum clearance with the handlebars, so I slid them forward and tweaked them out, and I got it so you can do a full lock-to-lock turn radius. As you can see, the electronics are on. It's got 3 power settings. The 4 lights there are battery charge, state of charge. I put a brand new seat on it. That is brand new. It's a nice color. It's kind of a green. This is a Sunseeker SX, and it's set up for someone 6 foot tall right now. It's a 10 amp hour battery, which is more than adequate for this type of trike because that's good for about 40 miles. If you set it on the number 2 setting, which is going to run you about 12 miles an hour. It does have dual cup holders, and the bike is nice and clean. I cleaned it up and touched up a few things, and it's got new grips. It does have throttle assist right here, as you can see. So that's kind of nice. It's kind of handy for taking off from a stop sign. If you forget to downshift or whatever, you can use the throttle to get you moving. This one does have cadence sensing because it is a hub motor, and most hub motors do have cadence rather than torque. But this one's done, and it is for sale now. And I'm actually going to Little Falls, Minnesota tomorrow. I'm picking up a pair of TerraTrikes, identical pair. Those have 8-speed hubs in them. So I'm going to put mid-drive units on both of those, and we'll see how they go. But this is a real nice bike. The indirect steer is different. There's plus and minuses. You know, some people like this, some people like direct steer. I think I'd get used to it. It'd be fine. I had to redo the alignment. I just moved it in the garage here, and the tires started to chirp. And it was towed out an inch. I don't know why the guy, he shortened the tie rods as much as he could. And I cranked them out, and I got it so they're neutral. So that's a good thing. So other than that, she is a done deal. This is, I think, the 14th one I've done in the last year. It's a fun little hobby to take these things and electrify them and get people on the road. Well, just a follow-up here. As you can see, I have plenty of trikage going on here. Should have batteries and components for these two over here in a couple days or so. Next week at the latest, so I can get those on the market. This one here, I just took it out for a little drive this morning, and it's awesome. It's like driving a go-kart. You know, these things are just so much fun. But it's real good, real good. Now, I did get some, I don't know, I guess constructive criticism on mounting the battery in the front like that. It's actually clamped onto the boom, so it doesn't restrict movement of the boom if you want to make any adjustments or anything. It's on there with a couple standoffs. That's actually the best place to mount these batteries. One of the comments was it's going to make the bike top heavy and all that. Well, you look at this thing, which is a humongous monster. You sit really high. The battery is way up on top here, and I usually put another battery on top of that one, so it's really heavy on the top. I have yet to get that thing to do more than just lift a wheel a little bit. These things here, I think you'd slide them sideways before you tip them over, so I don't even know how this even comes into play, that might cause it to be unstable. The only thing I did notice is if you really hammer on the brakes, the thing will lift the back wheel. But I don't know if that's with or without the battery. I think it would do it regardless. But I've actually been hired to take the batteries out from under the bikes and move it there on the boom. Some of these conversion people, they stick the batteries under the seat. So if you go over a curb or a rock or something, it smashes into the battery and gouges it. You have to tip the bike on its side to get the battery out. It's just a horrible place to put a battery. And this is just much better. This is actually the way it should be done, and that's the way I'm going to continue doing it. On these here, I'm actually going to glue a 1x2 onto this section right here. Just on this section. I'm going to use some industrial adhesive and glue it on there and then mount the battery there. And there again, it won't impede the ability to adjust things. So anyway, just a word on that this is the way to do things. I've done a lot of these trikes. I think I get done with these, I'll be up to about 20 in the last year. So I do quite a few of them. I buy them at a decent price, convert them over and sell them at a really reasonable price, maybe $1,400 for a basically brand new E-Trike is a heck of a good deal when you're looking at cat trikes, and those are selling for $3,000 and $4,000. Really, you know, these will perform just as well for a lot less money. So it's getting affordable trikes into people's hands so they can enjoy the sport and enjoy the fun that you have scooting down the road with these things. So that is my goal. Plus, I make a few bucks on the side. You know, I'm retired. I'm not trying to make a ton of money, but I do want to make some profit, which is about what I do. I also do other things. I do crafts and epoxy creations and things. So keeps myself busy, and that's the key when you're older. Keep yourself busy. So right now I'm taking the Monster there, and I'm going to go to Holiday or Quick Trip and buy some liquid Boy Scouts so I can build a fire in the backyard tonight. We usually have a fire every night, so I'm running out of liquid Boy Scout, and you got to have that to start fires. So probably do about a 10-mile run and stop at Quick Trip.